We're going to create a logo from scratch. Now, this is the secret that I use. Sometimes if a client gets to me and say, Paris, I need a logo, then I would sketch it out. Here's the logo that I sketched out. Okay. So I sketch out some drawing of a butterfly they wanted to have. So in your sketchbook, if it's done in the black and white ink, you can scan it and bring it right in. Scan it and bring the logo into the computer. Here it is. So now the logo comes in. Let's make it a little bigger so you can see. It comes in as an image. It's flat. Okay. But I need to vectorize this logo. And this is an easy, quick way to do this. You're going to go to Live Trace. Now, if you can't find Live Trace, sometimes you have to go to Windows, Workspace, and go to Essential Classic. Now look at the magic here. Someone calls me, needs a logo. Okay, no problem. Bam. Sketch it out. Now it's vectorized. So now the logo has been vectorized using the pen tool without actually doing the pen tool. So now you need to expand this. So I'm going to click expand. By expanding, I broke up the spaces. I took it off the white so you can see that this is now white. And I'm going to click on the direct selection tool, which is the white arrow. Click outside and hit delete. Okay, so I need to clean it up. I'm deleting some more things. Now what about deleting this? If I hit delete, look what happens. Let's see what else we can delete. Oh. I want to get rid of all this. Nope. Now there's a problem. I'm going to zoom in and I need to cut this in half. I'm going to use something called, if I go here, you have the eraser tool. I'm going to use the knife. Look at this. It has to be selected to cut. Okay. I'm going to click on the outside and drag the line. All the way down. Click on the direct selection tool. Now I can come here and delete. You guys see that? So what tool I use? I use what? The knife to slice it up. So that's how you can recreate a logo and change it up. So now I'm going to come back in. And I want to make it smaller. Now I want to click a letter. I'm going to type a letter and I'm type it. I'm going to type a B. I'm going to scale the B up. And I'm going to attach the B. Now there's something called create outlines. Let's make it bad. Okay. Maybe I should make the B small. Let's see what it looks like if I go small. Small or big? Big looks better. Let's go big. Bam. Alright, so now this B now is a live text. That means I can go back and edit this text. I can go back and type and change the font to be something else. But I want to manipulate the shape of this letter. So I'm going to go here to type and I'm going to click create outlines. By creating outlines, I can go in now and click on certain parts of it and manipulate the look of the B. So now I'll give it a new flavor. Okay, so now I'm going to come here. I'm going to create a shape. And I'm going to make another. I'm going to duplicate the shape. Look at this. Command C, Command V. I'm going to change the color of this shape. Make sure there's no outline. I'm going to bring it right here because I want to get this shape right here. So how do I get that shape? This is a tool you're going to use all the time. It's called the Pathfinder tool. You're going to highlight. Look at that. I'm going to go to Window and click on Pathfinder. And the Pathfinder, I'm going to click on this thing that says Divide. Divide, look what happens. 1, 2. I don't need that, but I need this. I'm going to bring this piece. I'm going to get rid of this one. I don't need this one either. So now I'm going to highlight this. I want to have a curve, so I'm going to rotate. I'm going to duplicate this again. I'm just playing around with rotate. Do it again. Command C, Command V, duplicate. Now, I need to merge these. If I highlight, look what happens. They're all separate. How do we merge this? What should I use? The Pathfinder is your best friend. If I come over here, something called Unite, look what happens. See how it's separated? I'm going to click on Unite, and now it becomes one. So now you're drawing with shapes, you're merging things. I'm going to change the color. I can make sure it's all one. Look what happens. See? It's now one image. Okay. Undo. I'm going to merge this, but I need to get rid of the white. To get rid of the white, a quick way to do that is use the magic wand and click on the white and hit delete. So now I'm going to come in. I want to merge these. How do I do it? Unite. So now it's now one piece. If I want to change the color, just double click. And now it's one. Okay. What's that? I don't know. I'm just making a logo real quick. So I'm just showing you how to use the tools. So let's go in here. Now I'm going to come back. Click on the T tool. I'm just playing around. It could be whatever you want, or the B could be by itself. Okay, or maybe you have the words going on the side. But those are the main tools that you would need to help you to get a really good composition. So let's say I need to use a paintbrush. I don't have time to draw a paintbrush. Well, I go online, and this is how you search the images that you need. So I'm going to type in the word vector brush. Go to image, and then we have some vector brushes that we can pull from. So I'm going to go with one like this. Can't grab it. Dang, can't find any brushes. Kind of like that swipe. That's beautiful. So you can pull things that you like, bring it into the software. How do I do this? Lily, what would I have to do? How do I make this an image? You forgot? Let image trace, black and white, expand, magic wand, click, delete. And now I can take this shape and I can play around with that. Say it again. The magic wand instead of the what? Instead of what? Okay. It won't work. Because remember, when it came in, it comes in as a pixel. See how, look at this. See how it's an image? This image is actually just a JPEG. So you need to convert this to be a vector image. And that's why we went to the live trace. So if I click on the magic wand, look what happens. Can't do nothing. You see? It doesn't break up the space. So you gotta get the vector piece converted by using the live trace. Okay? Now this is a quick way to build out logos. Then you can come in and, you know, add gradient on there. You can change the colors and stuff like that. Once it's done, you save it, export as, and we're going to go here, desktop, PNG, okay, beautiful. Look, it says 300. Now with a client, sometimes you have to save different versions of it. So I'm going to open up Photoshop now. Once you have it done, I'm going to go to File, New, change this to inches. I'm going to make the dimension 8 by 11. Resolution must be 300 in Photoshop. And I'm going to bring this image into Photoshop. I'm going to scale it up. Enter. And now I'm going to play around with some effects in Photoshop. See that? I can go here, add a nice gradient if I wanted to. Just by playing with the gradients. Let's go with what color. Then I can add a, you can just experiment with some of the drop shadows. You gotta experiment and see what works. Bevel. That's inner, let's go outer. See that? That's just by playing around with the layer styles. You can experiment to give a little more flavor to the logo. Alright. And then once you like it, I just cancel it, it brings it back. Alright. So what I did, I took it once it's finished. Illustrator. You could then bring it into Photoshop. Double click on the layer. Let's go with the color. Gradient. We said we go with pink, right? And in bevel, click on it. You can do a soft, or you can do chisel, whatever you want. If you like it, you hit OK. It saves. All right. So, any questions so far on the technique?